Once upon a time, in a kingdom far away, there lived a lovely little girl named Cinderella. There was no child more joyful in the land. Her parents were very much in love until one day her mother died. Many years later, Cinderella's father remarried her stepmother. Later, when Cinderella's father died, her heart was broken. And to this day, she lives in this small village with her stepmother and her two stepsisters. This village is Cinderella's whole life, but something tells me things are about to change.
Butcher certainly was chatty with you today.
He had pork on sale.
Pork isn't all he was pitching.
The butcher's wife never goes hungry.
I'd rather starve.
That'll be the day.
Will you just look at that hat? I simply must try it on.
Oh, where is that girl? How long can it take to wrap a salmon? Cinderella!
Yes, stepmother?
Wait here while we finish our shopping.
Have you ever seen a slower girl in your life? Hey, who are you calling slow?
Not you, dummy.
Her? Oh. Hey, who are you calling dummy?
I'll take two today. Thank you. Yes.
The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear are still inside my head. The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me, is waiting somewhere for me.
The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear are still inside my head. The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me, is waiting somewhere for me.
Did not.
So much bickering, girls. Remember, restraint above all else. So, Joy, Master Boxhorn certainly gave you the look.
He's too short.
What he lacks in height, he makes up for in cash.
But you always said no girl should marry for money.
No, I said no girl should marry for money only. Besides, that was when you were younger, dear.
The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear are still inside my head. The kindest yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me. Is waiting somewhere, somewhere for me. Waiting somewhere.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
Let me help you with these.
you.
Here, please forgive me.
I do. I mean,
I'm
that was-
sorry. What's your name?
Well, what's yours?
Actually, I mean, names are overrated. I mean, what's in a name?
Exactly.
Well, it was nice bumping into you.
You're very kind.
Everyone deserves to be treated with kindness and respect.
Gangway, coming through. Move it or lose it. Hear ye all. Our royal proclamation. This will be of special interest to ye. What? The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, Windermere Vladimir, Carl Alexander, Francois Reginald, Lancelot Herman. Herman Gregory James is giving a ball. He's giving a ball. He's giving a ball. He's giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. Well, funny seeing you here.
You're not gonna tell my mom, are you?
You know I got your back, Your Highness. Read it and weep.
Every eligible young maiden in the kingdom is hereby commanded to attend for introduction to the prince? Lionel, what's all this about?
What do I look like, a social director? Come on.
Of course, I should have known. This has my mother written all over it.
The prince is giving a ball. His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, son of Her Majesty Queen Constantina, Charlotte Ermintrude, Guinevere Maisie, Margaret Anne is giving a ball.
Prince is giving a ball. He may find one at the ball.
If only he'd propose to me! Why shouldn't he propose to me?
Just leave the hair and clothes to me.
The prince is giving a ball!
Now, if you please, their majesties, request your finest silk. And lace as wide as milk. Surely y'all need a side of ham and lots of beef fillets.
Marmalade sticks, I rack them down.
And veal you raise to braise. Limburger cheese and gourmandise.
Cheddar, Gruyere, and blue.
Chunks of Swiss and barrel squeeze. Make sure that they're whole too. Pudding and pies and rum souffle. Succulent chocolate round.
Cream puff, to get you away.
To gain some royal founds. Ah!
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
Hey! 400 orchids, 400 poppies, 600 roses, 800 lilies, 1,000 oranges, 2,000 plums, raspberry, blueberry, strawberry, gooseberry, son of Her Majesty, Queen of Sidao, Sydney!
Sydney! Inside the royal hall, Princess giving a ball.
Come one, come on.
Giving a ball, giving a ball, the princess giving a ball.
I'll just take care of that.
Now, you listen and you listen good. We've exactly 1 week into the ball, and I do not intend to waste this opportunity. The two of you will be the loveliest, most well-spoken, vivacious maidens at the ball if it's the last thing I do. Am I understood?
Yes, Mother.
Good. Just imagine the prince asking for one of my daughters to be his bride.
Well, which daughter is that? I wonder. I'm younger and more, healing. The oldest marries first. That's an old wives' tale. And why do you think there's so many old wives running around, huh?
Girls! Don't start!
Cinderella!
I'm sorry.
Hold your tongue and do as you're told. Now, once and for all, tend to that fire.
Have you ever seen a lazier girl in your life? Hey, how are you calling lazy? Do you want a piece of me?
Enough! Now sit, my daughters. We need to have a talk. Not you. I want to talk to my real daughters. You tend that fire and serve us tea.
Yes, stepmother.
I want crumpets with my tea, Cinderella. Like I don't. Crumpet, Cinderella.
Coming right up.
My darlings, I cannot stress strongly enough how imperative it is that you make a proper impression upon the prince. You know, I'll not be around forever to take care of the two of you.
Why not? Yeah, where are you going?
What I mean to say is I do not intend to spend the rest of my life slaving away in this house. Cinderella, the tea. I've devoted my entire life to your comfort and well-being. Is it asking too much that I spend my golden years in a cottage by the sea?
And leave us here alone?
Not alone. With husbands. You know, it takes a certain amount of income to maintain our lifestyle, and money does not grow on trees.
Well, I know that. It comes from the bank.
And how do you suppose it gets into the bank?
The banker goes and gets it from, well, wherever it does grow, but not on trees.
Money doesn't grow anywhere. It's inherited. Which is exactly why I'm determined to see each of you marry within the year. So it's either a proper impression upon the prince or back to the butcher and master Boxhorn. Am I understood?
Yes, Mother.
Good. Just imagine me, the mother of a princess. Now, come along, girls. Enough excitement for one day. It's time for your beauty rest. And Lord knows you could use it.
Well, here you go, fresh baked crumpets and
Not
hot tea.
now, Cinderella. We're about to go take a nap. Have dinner prepared when we awake. Smoke the salmon.
Bake the bread. Pouch the pears.
And Cinderella, tend to that fire.
Alone at last. Well, hello, Gus Gus. How can 3 grown women be so helpless? Well, I guess that's what I get for letting them walk all over me. I'm as mild and as meek as a mouse. When I hear a command, I obey. But I know of a spot in my house where no one can stand in my way. In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. On the wing of my fancy, I can fly anywhere, and the world will open its arms to me. I'm a young Norwegian princess or a milkmaid. I'm the greatest prima donna in Milan. I'm an heiress who has always had her silk made by her own flock of silkworms in Japan. I'm a girl, men go mad for love's a game I can play with a cool and confident kind of air. Just as long as I stay in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. I can be whatever I want to be. I'm a thief in Calcutta, I'm a queen in Peru, I'm a mermaid dancing upon the sea. I'm a huntress on an African safari. It's a dangerous type of sport and yet it's fun. In the night I sally forth to seek my quarry, and I find I forgot to bring my gun. I am lost in the jungle all alone and unarmed when I meet a lioness in her lair. And I'm glad to be back in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. Well, what's this? Every eligible young maiden in the kingdom is commanded to attend. That means me. I'm going to the ball. I am in the royal palace of all places. I am chatting with the prince and king and queen. And the color of my two stepsisters' faces is a queer sort of sour apple green. Oh, but what will I wear? Oh, I know. The dress my mother wore the night she met my father. Oh, he said she was the most beautiful girl that he'd ever seen. I mean, I'd have to fix it up a bit, maybe take out the hem and add a blue sash. Oh, it's going to be perfect. Oh, how can I wait a whole week? I'm the belle of the ball in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair.
A fine father you are. You never worry about him.
What's wrong with him?
He isn't happy.
Of course he is.
If he's happy, then why doesn't he get married?
If he's happy, why should he get
Don't
married?
be ridiculous.
What is the meaning of this?
Doesn't anyone in this house knock?
Darling, we were just talking about you.
Your mother was talking. I was listening.
And where have you been in that costume?
Why wasn't I consulted about this ball that I'm supposedly giving?
Oh, you found out. Well, it was supposed to be a surprise birthday party. Surprise!
It's 3 months until my birthday. And since when does a birthday party require the attendance of every eligible young maiden in the kingdom?
What is it? Oh, well, you know those royal printers, they never get anything right.
Mom, I want this ball called off immediately.
Darling, it's impossible to cancel once you've got the ball rolling.
Well, you can just count me out.
Your Highness, look, Chris, we want the best for you, but you still have certain obligations.
What your father is trying to say is that it's time for you to produce an heir and find a bride after someday soon this kingdom will be yours.
Not that soon.
Well, I long to hear the pitter-patter of tiny feet on the marble again. Oh!
All I'm asking is to find a bride for myself in my own time. I guess I have this old-fashioned idea that I want to fall in love before I get married, like you guys did.
That's what we want for you too, son.
Of course it is, darling. Now that we have all that settled, I have arranged a short guest list for your approval.
You haven't heard a word I've said.
Family and close friends, dear, terribly intimate.
Your Majesties, Your Highness, if you please, I happen to overhear, and I probably shouldn't interfere.
Probably.
But perhaps we can reach a royal compromise.
Compromise.
What do you think this is? A democracy?
What sort of compromise, Lionel?
Let's say you suck it up and go along with the ball.
I'm loving this idea.
And if you find the girl of your dreams, great. But if he doesn't,
Lionel, you're brilliant. Okay, I'll do it. I'll go to the ball. But if I don't find the right girl there, you'll let me fall in love in my own time, no matter how long it takes,
But
and with no interference. Dad?
Why, yes. It does have a certain logic to it.
of course, darling, if that's the way you want it, then that's the way it shall be.
Yes, thank you. Thank you both.
You know, son, there's only one way to find the girl of your dreams.
What's that?
Dumb luck. Let's just hope it runs in the family.
Love you guys.
don't worry, Your Majesties. I know he'll find the perfect girl at the ball. I can feel it in my bones.
You'll feel it in your bones if he doesn't.
Oh, I hear that.
And Max, suppose he doesn't find the right girl at the ball, what then?
Then he'll meet her somewhere else. Isn't that the way it always happens? Boys and girls like you and me walk beneath the skies. They love just as we love, with the same dream in their eyes. Sons and kings and many things have their day and are gone, but boys and girls like you and me, we go on and on.
They walk in every village street. They walk in lanes where branches meet, and stars send down their blessing from the blue. They go through storms of doubt and fear, and so they go from year to year, believing in each other as we do.
Bravely marching forward two by two. Boys and girls like you and me walk beneath the skies. They love just as we love, with the same dream in their eyes. Sons and kings and many things have their day and are gone, but boys and girls like you and me, we go on and on.
Now, Christopher, I'm not mad, but can you please tell me why you left this morning after I begged you not to go?
I had a remarkable day. No one treated me like a prince. I was just a normal person.
Not normal people. Let me tell you something about normal people. I'm a normal person. Doesn't that tell you anything? They're all out there wishing they could be you.
Be me? They don't know what it's really like.
Oh, Christopher. Look, you live in a gorgeous house. You have every woman in the kingdom throwing themselves at you. Am I not getting anything?
I have no life of my own. Everything is decided for me. You should know that better than anyone, always hanging around me like a cloud, everywhere I go, everything I do. I mean, get a life, man.
I have a life, and it's you. Look, I am your royal steward, and I am telling you, this disappearing act has got to stop. It is too dangerous.
I was careful.
Not for you, me. I cannot keep lying to your mother like this. There are laws against that.
The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me, is waiting somewhere. The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear are still inside my head. The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see.
And the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me.
Waiting somewhere.
Waiting somewhere.
Waiting somewhere.
Tonight, my girls will be the envy of everyone at the ball.
You really think so, Mother? She said so, didn't she?
Why, our family has always been known for its fascinating women. I might have married a prince myself if I had the advantages you girls have had. If I had someone to push me like you girls do, someone to sacrifice everything for me. So, tell me, Grace, what will you say when you meet the prince?
Well, since you said to show him that there's more to me than mere beauty, I'm going to recite a poem. Poetry? Boring. Is not. Is so. Not so. Not so.
Not much bickering, girls. Remember, restraint above all else. For heaven's sake, Grace, stop scratching yourself.
I'm sorry. You know I can't help it. I get itchy when I'm nervous.
Poppycock. Now, Joy, what will you say to make an impression upon the prince?
Well, I've been cultivating my naturally infectious laughter. As if. The prince's every witty remark will be met with delighted peals of laughter.
Joy! I beg of you, whatever you do, do not snort at the prince. Remember, girls, the clever bride hides her flaws.
Until after the wedding.
Good.
Ready? Perfect.
So what do you guys think?
Think of what, Cinderella?
Well, my dress for the ball.
The ball. You.
Well, what's so funny? Every girl was commanded to attend.
All do the commanding round here. So, tell me, Lady Cinderella, what will you say to capture the prince?
Well, I wouldn't try and capture him. I'd just talk to him and get to know him.
Fascinating. Take my advice, Cinderella, which I give with all of my heart. Know your place and be satisfied with it. And, well, your place is here.
You were gonna go to the royal palace in that funky old thing. Now that's funny.
Now, girls, there's no need to be mean. Cinderella, I think your dress is sweet. It becomes you. It's just that, well... cheap cloth, Cinderella. Like where you're cut from.
That was my mother's dress, and it was beautiful.
Your mother was common, and so is that dress. And so are you.
If my father were here.
But he's not, is he?
I have as much right to go to the ball as they do.
Right? You have a right? When your father died, everyone said, throw her out in the street. After all, she's not your daughter. But no, I've kept you on all these years, sacrificed for you at the expense of my own daughters. And this is the thanks I get?
Oh, Cinderella, have you ever seen a more ungrateful child in your life?
Hey, who are you calling ungrateful?
Sister, you're working my last nerve!
Enough, girls! I don't want you getting upset. Be a swan, Grace. Be a swan. Shoulders back, Joy, and try to live up to your name. There's the coach. Girls, this is our big chance. Don't fail me now. And remember, restraint.
Above all else.
Good. Cinderella, the door.
I don't understand. I wish to go to that ball tonight. I wished it so hard. I'm the belle of the ball in my own little corner.
And him. Who are you?
I'm your fairy godmother, honey.
You? You got a problem with that?
Well, no. It's just that I thought that, well,
Let me guess. A tutu and a magic wand?
well, yeah.
Been there, done that.
May I ask you something?
Within reason.
Well, why have you come? Is it because you heard my wish?
Wishes. Fall-de roll and fiddle-dee-dee, fiddly-faddly-faddle. All the wishes in the world are poppycock and twaddle.
You don't really believe that, do you? That wishes are poppycock?
Why shouldn't I?
Well, whenever I dreamed of having a fairy godmother, then
Dreams. Fall-de-roll and fiddle-dee-dee, fiddly-faddly-foodle. All the dreamers in the world are dizzy in the noodle.
so my wishes are poppycock and I'm crazy for dreaming?
You know what your stepmother's problem is? She can't handle how fabulous you are.
Fabulous. Me?
Those girls of hers can't hold a candle to you, and they all know it. Jealousy. That's why they treat you as they do.
But they're my family. They're all I've got.
Believe me, honey, when your daddy remarried, this is not what he had in mind for you.
You talk like you knew him.
I did know.
And my mother?
Very well.
My mother, was she beautiful?
Well, people did seem to think so. But your mama never put much stock in beauty. But the way you look isn't really something you can take credit or blame for, is it?
I wish I'd known her.
So does she, honey.
I wished it so hard.
Wishes again. Look, it is true that everything starts with a wish, but it's what you do with the wish that counts.
So my wish to go to the ball?
Fall-de-roll and fiddle-de-dee. How would you get there? I suppose one of those pumpkins is going to magically transform into a golden carriage.
Well, no.
And that those mice will somehow become horses to pull your magic carriage.
Of course not. That's impossible.
If you say so. Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And for why mice will never be forward horses. Such fall-de-roll and fiddle-de-dee of horses. Impossible. But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because this afternoon dupes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day. Impossible.
Impossible?
Impossible.
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 every day. Then why not my impossible wish? Oh, I wish to go to that ball tonight more than anything in the entire world. And I wish it for every girl that's ever wanted to go to a dance and was told she couldn't. And I wish all the kind hearts in the universe would just put their heads together and
that the kind hearts would put their heads together?
Oh, you know what I mean. I just want every good soul to hear my wish and know I'm willing to do anything I can to make it come true.
Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible.
But wait.
For a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And for white mice will never be for white horses.
Well, why not?
Such folly, roll, and fidelity of courses. Impossible.
But the world is full of zanies and fools.
Impossible.
Who don't believe in sensible rules.
Impossible.
And won't believe what sensible people say.
Folly, roll, and fidelity.
And because these daft and dewy-eyed dopes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every... You know what? If I wanted to go to that ball badly enough, nothing could stop me. I mean, there's bound to be carriages going by. I can just catch a ride with one of them, and I can fix his dress and nothing fly. Oh, thank you.
Oh, Cinderella, wait. Now that you're ready to take responsibility for your own destiny, about that dress.
It's possible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. It's possible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And for white mice are easily turned to horses. Such folly, roll, and fidelity of courses. Quite possible
To the palace.
for the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy-eyed dopes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible. It's possible. This cloak is beautiful.
Oh, this cloak is magical. It will turn you into a princess.
Thank you.
Oh, Cinderella, just one thing more, extremely important. You must leave the palace before the clock strikes 12.
Before midnight.
Just make certain you leave before midnight.
Thank you so much for everything.
Cinderella, you're as beautiful tonight as your mother ever was.
friendship, but surely you've noticed my two beautiful daughters.
Please, madam, His Highness will dance with all the young maidens in due course.
Naturally, every mother's eager to see her daughters dance with Prince. But what I want to know is, who has the honor of dancing with his steward?
Stewards don't dance, and I am the prince's royal steward, so no.
Now, there's no need to be coy. There's a look in your eye that says,
Please don't touch.
let's not pretend, Lionel. I can sense a certain something between us.
Yes, I wish there was something between us. A continent.
Have I missed something?
Your Highness is so witty.
How would you know? I never said anything.
Hi there.
Hi.
Ships that pass in the night and speak to each other in passing on the ocean of life.
Excuse me?
It's poetry.
Oh.
Ships that pass in the night. That's like you and me.
Is it? Do you have a rash?
No, why would you say that?
Because you're scratching yourself.
No.
Thank you, miss, for the distinct pleasure of your company. How much more of this are you going to put me through?
Darling, it's just the beginning of the evening.
Ready for the next round?
I guess. The sooner I can get through this, the sooner I can get out of here.
That's the spirit.
So, tell me, Lionel, when a girl marries a prince, she becomes a royal princess?
Yep.
Which would make her mother a royal...
Which would make her mother a royal pain in the neck.
I wake in the loneliness of sunrise when the deep purple heavens turn blue and start to pray as I pray each day that I'll hear some word from you. I lie in the loneliness of evening, looking out on a silver-flaked sea, and ask the moon, oh, how soon will my love appear to me? Will my love appear? May I have the pleasure of this dance?
Of course, Your Highness.
forgive me, but haven't we met before?
I don't think so.
You're certain?
Well, I think I'd remember meeting a prince.
Yeah, I guess so. Have you ever met someone and felt as if you'd known them forever?
Not until tonight.
10 minutes ago I saw you. I looked up when you came through the door. My head started reeling, you gave me the feeling the room had no ceiling or floor. 10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found her, she's an angel with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies. In the arms of my love I'm flying over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell I may never come down again. I may never come down to earth again.
May I?
Dad, Mom,
And who is that lovely lady?
that's what I was trying to figure out before we were so rudely interrupted.
Well, it doesn't really matter. You said yourself you wouldn't find the girl tonight.
I guess I was wrong.
But more importantly,
You were right. I have found her, she's an angel with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies.
I don't believe you've seen you before. Have you met your parents?
Oh, I don't think so.
Well, you must introduce us.
Well, it's just that my mother is, and my father. I'm sorry, may I be excused?
Of course, my dear.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
charmed, Your Highness.
I couldn't help noticing that divine girl you were dancing with.
That was my mother.
Not her. I mean the girl who's leaving.
Leaving? Will you excuse me for a moment? I'm sorry. You're not leaving already. Look, I don't know what my dad said to you,
Oh no,
but
he was wonderful.
then please stay for one more dance. I know we haven't known each other for very long, but how do you think it's going?
10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found him, he's the light of the stars in my eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and he's taking me back to the sky.
In the arms of my love I'm flying over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell I may never come down again. I may never come down to earth again. May I ask you something?
Well, within reason.
What brought you here tonight?
It's kind of a long story. My family didn't really want me to come. In fact, they don't even know I'm here.
Well, I'm glad you are. The truth is, I almost didn't come myself.
How could a prince not show up to his own ball?
Don't you think it's all a little medieval? I guess it's no secret that my parents are anxious to marry me off. You know, me being heir to the throne and all. But I don't know. This whole thing makes me feel like some sort of a prized bull or something.
Every maid in the kingdom dying to become your devoted servant forever and ever.
Servants I got. What I need is someone I can really talk to.
It sure is beautiful here.
Yes, it is. You're not like most girls, are you?
Well, not like girls you meet, I suppose.
Actually, I don't meet that many girls. I lead a pretty sheltered life.
So do I.
Really? Every day, same old, same old?
Having no life of your own
The same silly arguments?
until you just want to run away and
And
never come back.
It seems like we have a lot in common.
Well, I wouldn't be so sure. I mean, you don't really know me.
But I'd like to. And I want you to know me. Look, I know it's crazy and we just met and everything, but would you like to see the garden?
I'd love to.
Did you get a good look at her? Only a glance. Did you hear what they were saying? Only a word or two. Well, she must be a princess or something. His Highness sure seemed to go for her. Well, there's just no accounting for taste. Why would a fellow want a girl like her, a frail and fluffy beauty? Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a solid girl like me? She's a frothy little bauble with a flimsy kind of charm, and with very little trouble, I could break her little arm. Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? So obviously unusual. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a usual girl like me? Her cheeks are a pretty shade of pink, but not any pinker than a rose's. Her skin may be delicate and soft, but not any softer than a dose's. Her neck is no wider than a swan's. She's only as dainty as a daisy. She's only as graceful as a bird. So why is a fellow going crazy? Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me? She's a frothy little bauble with a frilly sort of air, and with very little trouble, I could pull out all her hair. Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man?
So, even though it's just the three of us, we sit at a table that seats 42 people. It's insane.
I must say, you certainly lead an interesting life.
It sure has become a lot more interesting tonight. Isn't it strange how things happen? A girl walks down a flight of stairs, and suddenly nothing will ever be the same.
Do you believe in guardian angels?
Guardian angels?
You know, someone who kind of helps things along. Maybe someone who you thought left, but never really went away at all. Do you believe in such things?
I suppose so. Does that explain why you're the most entrancing sight I'll ever see? Why your voice is the sweetest sound I'll ever hear? Does that explain why I think I've fallen in love with you? Do I love you because you're beautiful? Or are you beautiful because I love you? Am I making believe I see in you a girl too lovely to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as wonderful as you seem? I guess it's not a good sign when you tell someone you love them and they don't say anything.
Well, I'm afraid if I say something, I might wake up.
Are you dreaming that I'm about to kiss you?
Am I making believe I see in you a man too perfect to be really true?
want you. Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as wonderful as you seem? Are you really as wonderful as you?
I have to go.
No, please,
I'm
don't.
sorry, but I really
Please,
have
Scott,
to
here,
go.
Don't leave already.
Chris?
What did you say to her?
What happened?
I don't know. We were just talking, and
What the? Oh.
yes, it's an evening slipper made of glass. She must have dropped it when she went out. I've got to find her.
Well, what's her name?
I don't know.
Where does she live?
I don't know.
Well, you certainly didn't get to know her very well.
I felt like I knew her the moment we met.
But you hardly know anything about her.
I know that she's different than any other girl in the world. I don't know what I was looking for, but I found it tonight in her. Do I love you because you're beautiful?
Or is she beautiful because you love her?
Am I making believe I see in you a girl too perfect to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful?
Or is she wonderful because you want her?
I can't lose her. Not tonight. Not like this. Lionel, we've got to search the kingdom for the maiden whose foot fits this slipper. We'll try it on every girl in the kingdom if we have to.
Who dances in a glass slipper? Ugh.
I don't know, but have the stable master prepare the coach. We leave at dawn.
Consider it done, Your Highness. Oh, glass slipper. What a night.
Don't worry, Chris. We'll find her.
Am I making believe I see in you a girl too perfect to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as wonderful as you seem?
But when the king got up and led the orchestra with a loaf of French bread, well,
Laugh?
I thought I'd die.
Word up. The best night of my life.
Did you get to dance with the prince?
Let's go.
Well, I only danced with him for an hour or so.
An hour?
Why, didn't you?
Of course I did if you did.
I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if the prince chose one of my daughters for his bride.
Did you know everyone there?
Everyone who's anyone.
Except for some princess something or other who arrived late and left early.
Princess? Did she dance with the prince?
I didn't notice.
Do you think he liked her?
What's with all the questions? Really, I feel positively interrogated.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to imagine what it would have been like. When you're driving through the moonlight on a highway, when you're driving through the moonlight to the dance, you are breathless with the wild of adventure and excitement and romance. Then at last you see the towers of the palace, silhouetted on the sky above the park. And below them is a row of lighted windows, like a lovely diamond necklace in the dark.
It looks that way, the way you say. She talks as if she knows.
I do not know, these things are so, I only just suppose. I suppose that when you come into the ballroom, and the room itself is floating in the air, if you're suddenly confronted by His Highness, you are frozen like a statue on the stair. You're afraid to hear the way your heart is beating, and you know you mustn't make the first advance. You are seriously thinking of retreating, and you seem to hear Him asking you to dance.
He is
And
tall
straight as a lance,
and his hair
is dark and wavy,
his
can with a
eyes.
glance.
He could turn a girl to gravy.
And when you waltz, it's like your feet never touch the floor, and you can feel his hot breath in your neck.
A lovely night, a lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see. You meet your prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you, while he is whispering, darling, I love you. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips he keeps a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night. A lovely night, a lovely night,
A finer night you know you'll never see.
You meet your prince,
a charming prince,
As charming as a prince will ever be.
the stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you, while he is whispering,
Darling, I love you.
you say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night. Say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips he leaves a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night, lovely night, lovely night.
Nonsense! Rubbish and foolish. Yes? Yes? It was nothing like that. And the two of you hanging on to her every word. Enough. Go to your rooms. It's late. And as for you, princess, get your head out of the clouds. Your father filled your head with a bunch of empty dreams and impossible wishes that will never come true. You're a little fool, Cinderella, and I do not suffer fools gladly.
The stars in a hazy heaven trembled above me, danced while he
Dr. Feelbright, the pharmacist.
Too flighty.
Master Greenfield, the grocer.
Too geeky.
Lord Hedrow, the horticulturist.
Too hairy.
Girls, perhaps you're being a bit too particular. I'm up to the eyes.
You want us to be happy, don't you?
Of course I do. Like any mother, I want you to have all the things I never had. Now who could that be? At this hour and unannounced.
It's the royal steward.
Fetch me my boa. You can't see me like this.
My best Cinderella? Cinderella, my jacket! Why would he be here?
He's come calling you, don't you? He's obviously
You want it the best?
Okay, there we go.
Sorry. Cinderella, this isn't my jacket! Cinderella! Cinderella, my jacket!
It's inside out.
Ow!
Cinderella,
Ow!
sorry.
I think I broke my toe, Cinderella! My arm was broken with this jacket on! My knee. Here, please set down.
Cinderella, take this bowl to the kitchen and stay there until my guest has left and I come and get you. Now, my daughters, a lesson in how to greet a suitor. Watch and learn. Lionel.
Oh.
What a pleasant surprise. I simply knew there was something between us.
Have we met?
You were obviously intrigued by a little tete-a-tete at the ball.
Madam, please, some restraint.
Restraint above all else!
Presenting His Royal Highness, Prince Christopher Rupert Windermere Vladimir Karl Alexander France.
Lionel, it's all right.
Prince Chris.
Ladies, we are in search of the maiden whose foot fits this slipper.
She lost it at the ball.
Really? Why, I was just saying to my lovely daughter, Joy, just this very morning, I was saying, Joy, what could have happened to your slipper? Wasn't I, dear? Dear, I was asking you, what could have happened to your slipper? Wasn't I?
Ow! Ow! Okay. That's my shoe. I know that shoe anywhere.
Of course you would.
Joy, sweetheart, the shoe is made out of glass. It doesn't stretch.
Well, that's because it's my shoe, sister. Yes, come here. Come here. You see, I did stub my toe before you arrived. It's a bit swollen. Do you maybe have the other one?
Are there any other maidens in this household?
Why, yes. There is one more. Moo it.
I meant to say younger maidens.
How much younger?
Oh, younger than you.
Oh, please. I'm begging you, please take one of my daughters. Why, Joy has had charm and elocution.
Peter Piper picked his pepper.
She's really much smarter than she looks. And Grace, why, that girl's strong as an ox and cultured. She can recite the wreck of Hesperus in 3 languages.
4. If you count pig Latin. A thay ac ray, a lay ac thay, a thay ac ray, a lay ac thay, a thay ac
Look, lady, we have had a long day. Are there any other young maidens in this household?
Oh, will you be quiet?
Thank you.
No, there are no other young women.
Shall we?
Well, I'm here.
What?
I'm sorry, stepmother, but I am here.
A scullery maid?
A servant girl. Chimney sweep.
Well, you certainly seem like a girl of many talents. Let's say we try on.
Hey, didn't I bump into you in the village about a week ago?
In the... Oh, yes, and you helped me with my packages.
Yeah, right after I knocked him out of your arms.
You told me everyone deserves to be treated with kindness and respect.
I never did get your name.
It's Cinderella.
What a beautiful name.
Christopher, take the shoe.
May I, Cinderella?
Good luck, Your Highness.
This can't be happening!
on, come